Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Game Day with Heavy Cardboard, where we teach, play, and discuss medium and heavy strategy board games, war games, 18xx. And today we have what is arguably one of the best thinky fillers that we have played in 2017. And that is Mini Rails, designed by Mark Garretts and published by MOA Ideas, as y'all can see over my back left shoulder here. So I'm Edward Euler, your host, joined as usual, as with my co-host and beautiful wife Amanda.
Hello.
And former, I guess, Elephantus Emeritus.
That she said.
Right. Tony Fryer, welcome.
Hey,
Tony.
everybody.
All right.
Thanks for having me, guys.
All right. Thanks for joining us, and a veteran to the streams now.
Yes.
And we can actually call you Matt instead of just Cliker, since there's only one Matt.
Either one I answer to. So.
Right. Just don't
and a
call
few other
me
things
late
too.
for dinner. Right. Yeah. This copy actually was provided by David, who is the head of MOA Ideas, so thanks to him for that. It's a game that you're going to hear about on our podcast. In fact, this week, it's something that we're pretty smitten with and think it does an excellent job of what it does. It's going to be a very quick teach, so I'm not going to take down the cameras like I normally do. It's clever, but simple, I think is a good way to put it, yeah?
Agreed.
All right, so let's go ahead and roll into it. So thanks everybody for joining us live and after the fact. Welcome aboard. Let's go ahead and get going. All right, so as you see here, we have our 4-player boards, which are our investment boards down here. Everybody has their own. Then we have the turn order board as well as the investment board, I think is a good way to put it. Then the actual play area over here. The game takes place over 6 turns, as you can see down here. And this is going to be the turn order. We randomized this before the game started. Tony is going to play orange. Woo-hoo. I am playing pink. Amanda is playing green.
Woo.
And first in our hearts, but last in this game, is Matt. All right, so on a given turn, you take 2 actions, and they must be different actions. You can either lay track for a company, or you can invest in a company. As simple as that. So when it's your turn, your meeple going left or right, when it's your turn, you're going to take your meeple, place it over here on one of these action discs, which is either going to be track or an investment, depending on where it goes. And then on your turn, you say what it is. So on Tony's turn, he says, you know what? Let me have that blue disc, and I'm going to invest.
I'm going to invest, so I'm going to slide my action marker up and put that disc that I just took right there.
Down to the 0.
0 value.
All right. So then on my turn, I say, you know what? Tony's the only one invested in blue. I don't care about blue. I'm going to trash the value of blue.
What a pal.
So I say I'm going to lay track. So on my turn, I'm going to go ahead, take that off, take the blue, and then I must place it when blue comes out into any available hex, which are these little circle areas, but they're inside of a hex. The white are positive valuations, the red are negative valuations. So in this case, I'll be like, you know what, my friend Tony, I will tank the stock of blue to value.
Well, thank you so much.
You are most welcome, sir.
So I'll move this down
1, 2
spots.
There you go. Now you've seen both actions that you can take on a given turn. Rinse and repeat, do this over 6 rounds. The key is at the end of a round, you'll notice there are 4 players, so there's 8 pawns, if you will. There's going to be 2 discs left at the end of a turn. Let's say all of these are gone, and the only 2 that remain are these 2.
For the last player?
Correct. And Tony says, you know what, I haven't laid track yet. I'm going to lay track on one of them. He says, I'm going to go ahead and lay track on gray. It bumps everyone's value of gray. This white disc is the only one that's left. That's going to drop down here. And now what this means is at the end of the game, these are going to score positive for any markers that are on there. So in the current example, if blue is out here, it doesn't matter if blue is out here 1, twice, 3 times, however many, that just means it's only going to score positively. So you want to go for it.
Sure. So right here, I have a blue on the -2 track. Since only positive blue ones are going to score, this one would not score. I don't have any positive blue, so I wouldn't really get any points for blue. But if I had a situation like this, where I had a positive blue and a negative blue, the positive would go away, and the blue one would score me 3 points.
All because it's out here on one of these 6 spots. However, if blue never made it and
Right.
there are other colors out here, the exact opposite would
It'd be
happen.
the opposite. If there's no color there, the positive scoring ones are removed and only the negatively scoring ones.
And I don't think
Yeah.
we need to complicate it any more than that. That really is the whole game right there, yeah?
The only thing that might trip up somebody their first play is that each disc has its own value, which is how he could have a positive blue and a negative blue.
It is positive, or it is very possible.
Every time you take an investment disc, it starts on the 0 and has its own life.
Brand
from there.
new.
Exactly.
It's like
So-
a completely
brand new.
different company, even if
Yep.
it's the same color.
Yep.
All right, so that's pretty much the entire teach. We need 2 more discs that got, we got these 2 out
That
here.
blue and the gray.
This might not have been the exact order.
the blue and the
There-
gray.
The other clever thing about this is the fact that you're seeding the preceding turn's turn order in the action in the order in
Yeah.
which you go. So if you choose this last one, you're going to go last next turn, which means you have the hammer to be able to determine which of the 6 you're going to be able to put down here, or one of the remaining ones. So that's it. So Tony, go ahead and lead away, sir.
I'll take that red disc that's in the first spot. So that's going to preserve my turn order a little bit.
And
It's a good investment because there's a lot of white in front of him, I think. And I'm going to, yes,
There we
where's
go.
my stock certificate.
Cool.
I
All right.
cannot do that action with my next pawn.
Easy enough. All right, so now pink goes. And what I'm looking at, and I should point out to everybody, so this board is completely modular. And when I'm done, when the game's over, we'll actually take the board apart and show you guys. All of these tiles out here are all double-sided. All of the, everything, all the puzzle pieces for the edge are modular. So you really have a whole lot of variety. Plus, all these hexes out here can turn.
Yeah.
And I just randomly threw them out. The only thing that's not random is this one, the center one. But even then, the positioning of it and which side it is.
The map's always going to be the same shape, but there's a whole lot of variability within that.
There definitely is. So I'm looking at this. There are 3 white discs out here. So what I'm thinking is, odds are somebody's going to go ahead and lay some track out there. Maybe there's a better chance of white lasting until the end. So you know what? I'll go ahead and take a later one, and I will go ahead and invest in white. Done. So now my next turn, I must lay track for something.
Hopefully for white.
Well, in a perfect world. So green's turn now.
All right, I'm going to take yellow because there's only one yellow out there, which tells me there's more in the bag, and all of the bag will be used. And everything around white, everything around yellow right now is positive.
Yeah,
So I'm
that
gonna
makes
invest
sense. Okay.
in yellow.
Solid logic.
And Mr. Clanker.
I will take the flesh.
Oh, flesh.
Give us.
Thank you. And I'm actually going to lay track.
Interesting. So you put it on the negative. So if anybody had a flesh investment,
Correct.
would go down 3.
Little preemptive strike there.
And,
Right.
and like Amanda, there's going
That's
to
a
be.
whole lot of white around.
That's why. So now when it comes out, it's a good target. Yeah.
There you go. I like that. Okay, so now we go again. Black.
You have 2 in a row
Yep.
this first turn.
So I'm gonna jump on the white bandwagon,
Which one?
the first one, so that I can go second next turn.
Okay. And
And I'm buying
must be an
stock.
investment. Correct.
Back to green.
If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And also, place your bets now.
So juicy and mean.
Yep.
It can be.
It can be vicious, yeah.
Because a railroad could get cut off, and when a railroad gets cut off, it's a negative.
It's a negative 1, right. So if, for instance,
Speaking of being mean,
Okay. Oh, there's no... Really? Really?
Yep.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
it's... Okay, so all white
High five
goes down 2.
All right.
So, well played, but... Well, all right.
There's
so,
some mean right there.
So nobody currently is invested in blue. There are 2 blue. If I invest in gray, gray is positioned... Oh, wait, I can't invest. I'm sorry. I must
That's
only
right.
lay track.
That's right. You're laying track, my friend.
So you know what? I'll go ahead
I'll take whatever one you don't.
All right, good call. So I will go ahead and place blue and tank blue, but what I'm doing is similar, setting it up to where it's a risk if you're going to invest in blue going forward. So now Tony has a choice not only of which to lay track, but also which one he's going to precede for a positive valuation at the end of the
Yeah,
game.
so I have to lay track. So I'm going to go ahead and lay the blue one on a -3. And I'm going to lay it on this -3 Maybe threatening yellow a little bit.
Okay. And what you were talking about at the end or earlier was if yellow gets cut off, what happens is every yellow disc that gets track laid on it goes out here on the hex and it's -1.
Boom, all yellow
There you
discs
go.
move down.
Yep. So that's the end of the first round. So this guy. So now gray will only score positively at the
Yeah.
end of the game. If it's negative, it won't score. So
Could
these-
be a good investment. There's some fair terrain around there. Not great, but there's
Right.
a lot of it.
Right. So this is the new turn order for the second round.
Just leave them down there.
I could.
Bounce
It's
back
just
and
yeah. Actually, it's overhead, so folks can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Oh,
that
yeah.
would work.
Yeah, take your actions back. For me, it's the hardest thing is remember to
Yeah.
slide my thing so I don't try to do that same thing again.
Yep, and Zender, that's exactly right. It's A, B, C, D, D, C, B, A for the first turn. After that, it's wherever the actions were that you took.
I'm still in the same place, first and last.
By your choice.
I am the alpha and the omega.
Or, so, wait,
Yeah.
it all begins and ends with Tony? God, I hope not. Yee. All right.
I need something other than coffee.
Giovanni. Who's Tony? His
It's
voice
5 o'clock,
sounds
so-
familiar.
Giovanni.
All right, so Tony is up.
All right.
Most people are betting on Tony as well because it's a train
game.
Oh, that's bad.
Just because he plays them often doesn't mean he wins them often.
My trains can't rust in this, so we'll see. Wow. I think I'm going to go ahead and spend my first action doing an investment. And I'll take that first flesh-colored one, if you would, kind sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
I will take the second one.
The second flesh-colored one. And what action are you doing with it?
Stock certificate.
All right. Well, now Amanda and I have targets on what to tank.
Go
But
ahead.
the problem is, it makes it
because
really tough.
because I gobbled that up earlier.
However, if one of us invests in it, then
It's a great investment.
it doesn't.
It's a net
behoove-
zero, yeah.
Exactly.
Could be a very
And this
fine
plays
investment.
3 to 5. So we have played it so far at 4 and 5. The difference in setup for a 3-player, and I think you guys can see it's a little small. But if you look just next to this yellow, there's a little 3-player marker there and a 3-player marker. So all 3 spots are filled at the beginning of a game. All right.
All right, Dave. Good job adding those games to your collection here.
Yeah, that's solid. Oh, it's me. I was thinking it was Amanda.
P.S. What Rob said about the 1080. I followed his advice on
Yeah.
one of your playthroughs.
Makes a
great.
world of difference.
Looks great.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
got a big iPad with
Yeah.
the. Oh yeah.
I will. I'm gonna invest in some yellow because yellow.
Did you mean
I
YOLO?
Uh-oh. We're gonna get some husband and wife teaming up on us here.
Oh yeah, because that happens so often. Yeah, for this game that makes sense. Sure, it all depends on your internet connection.
What will she do with that yellow dish she's fondling in thought?
I'm all in favor of investment or lane track because a partner in investment means we're both motivated to lay track positively.
Absolutely.
I'm already invested in yellow.
There are
Oh, you are, aren't you? Ooh, could double up on yellow.
there are, as people are fond of saying, emergent alliances in
Right,
this game.
right, and very temporary at
Oh,
times, right?
Exceedingly.
Um,
Oh,
3.
Ooh, all
So she
right.
did
So
the
yellow goes
track
up
action.
3. There we go. And
Black.
now black.
I would like the blue towards the end of the track there.
All right.
I'm going to lay track.
All right, sir.
It's going to lay right
You
there.
sure you didn't want to go the
I'm
negative?
positive.
All right, so that goes +1 for all blue. Oh, nobody has blue.
man, I wish I
Now.
was next.
Now, need to, yeah.
Get off that. Get off that.
Self-preservation.
Yes. So blue
No, no.
now would tank 3.
I think you have a stock certificate
Crap.
move.
Yep.
You know what?
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't like you
You have
because
to
you're right.
invest. That's right.
And that is the hard thing to remember is
Oh,
that
yeah.
even though you only have 2 actions, you always want to do the same one twice.
Doesn't matter.
There's such a juicy opportunity there, but
Yeah.
you've already blown it by taking that action earlier.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, there you go. Joel was like, wait,
Yeah.
no one's investing in the safe gray? Because gray's only going to help you. It can't negatively affect you.
Pang.
So I am laying track.
The problem is,
Oh.
I don't know if they can see the board, but gray is surrounded by single pips. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just,
Oh, they can
yeah.
see it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
There is a little bit of negative here, but it's
yeah.
pretty much white over here.
So, now, Tony has a lay track.
Indeed, I do, sir.
And because he has
I
a
did that
lay
wrong.
track,
Stop
I'm
looking
already
at my
taking my
public
two, yeah.
information.
because if he lays the blue here, yellow is completely cut off.
Dude, would I do that to you guys?
Yes,
I
because
love
he
you
is
guys.
not invested. So by default, I have to go ahead and take that blue as self-preservation.
Flesh can score.
Now I have to raise my own stock, I guess.
So I will go ahead and put this here again to get it over towards the negatives
Why wouldn't you just put it on?
because I want to save that because nobody's invested in blue as a threat to blue.
Smart, smart.
Wow. So if I take flesh, I can raise the value of flesh. Kleiker and I are invested. If I
Equally.
don't, then 2 grays go down there, which means by default, one of these 6 railroads will not score positive
Yep.
points. So let's do that.
Okay, so you're going to.
I want the flesh.
Well,
Okay.
flesh isn't scoring yet, though. You have the opportunity to make
I
it,
have
to
to
lock
lay
it in.
track.
Oh,
So it's going to go
Yes, you're
right,
right.
here.
So-
And all flesh-colored discs will go up 3.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Which. Team Trader over there. All right, cool.
We
So
have a
that's-
tie score here,
So
folks.
now gray is still the only thing safe. And actually,
Technically 0, 0, 0, 0.
right, yeah. So now we will go ahead and actually just do what Tony suggested here and just
Back
instead
and
of
forth.
having it, yeah. Really?
Do you need help?
Yep. This is why we can't have nice things. There, and there's always one more than there are players because that's the one that's left over.
It's wonderfully marked on the track.
Yep. All right, green, you're up.
Oh, God. Oh, man. Shoot. I'm only 4th.
Yeah, there's stock market, but it's an individual share value. It's not really a market,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Abstract stocks.
Yeah, totally.
It's like stocks,
this
stocks
is
issued with different strike prices.
right.
Or something.
It's or different pars or preferential stock and
options with different strike prices. Some will score, some won't.
right.
Okay.
Gray up one.
Gray up
All
one,
right.
and that's your track laying action.
So now I have back-to-back actions. The only problem is I act so early that I don't have any control over what happens after the fact.
Yeah. There's always next turn.
Well, I feel... So, with there being multiple blue out there, I feel threatened.
There is a chance for you to take 2 actions in a row, which is pretty special.
That is pretty cool.
You can make an investment and bump it.
So, I feel like I have to do this for yellow to be able to give it yellow a breathing space. So, yellow goes up 3
and that's
for
your
everybody.
track laying action.
Correct. And then for an investment, well, there's no flesh because that's sitting pretty. Gray isn't bad. Red is actually pretty good. You know what? I kind of dig red. And I will go later in the turn here, but not super late so that I have something a little bit towards the middle and towards the end. So red will be there and I'm done. So
Yeah, because you
There we
just
go.
took 2 in a row, and then Naranja. All right. Let's see.
yeah, the timing is crucial. That's exactly right, Joel. That's spot on. The timing of when you it's not just the investment itself, it's the when. You don't want to invest after something has already hit all these big numbers. You want to do it bet on the come, right?
Well, I guess the
it can still happen.
evil train gamer in me is going to come out.
Yep.
And I'm going to take this white disc,
Yeah.
and I'm going to lay it right here. I apologize to you all for helping Kleiker and Edward, but so white went up 3.
All right, 1, 2 back to 0 and 3.
Guys, yellow's worth 6. We have to keep yellow on the
I'm
break.
I'm actually okay as long as only one more yellow comes out.
Well, that's the issue, right? Yellow may not score negative
Right.
if it ends up.
Right. But now Kleiker,
Yeah, it's going to happen. Because, yeah.
and if he doesn't, I will.
Well, that's
But that's okay
Yeah.
because so you don't. So the thing that
Yes.
Matt's thinking, and you go ahead. You
Yeah,
say
no,
it.
I mean, if he's already invested in that and he's going to go next, I could just let him spend that action blocking it and do something different.
Right, or you could do something positive for white.
Yes.
Because otherwise he's going to block off white, which hurts you, which obviously hurts me as well.
Sure.
So, but by yellow getting blocked off, it's hurting Amanda and I, but it also hurts you. So you could preemptively protect the white.
With a blue disc.
Well,
Or you force him to
Yeah.
use the blue, and you place the white, say here,
Oh, yeah.
which is the +3, which helps you and I.
Those are good actions. Blue makes you first next turn.
right.
White makes you middle of the pack.
The other option is I could get in the red game, right? Because
Yeah.
there's 2 discs out there. Everybody's got it.
Red's got good initial terrain in front of it.
Yep, and then it goes to crap, and then it hits the
Yeah.
city,
Yeah.
and then the
Yeah, I'm
the
going
suburbs
to.
there.
I am going to get in the red game. I think.
I wish I could
Wow,
get out of the red
short-sighted.
game.
Yeah.
Can I sell this
Short-sighted.
stuff? Where's that actually?
Right. That's in the expansion.
So now I just have to figure out where I'm going
I'm
to go.
kidding,
So
by
I'm
the
going
way.
to go up here.
So he's taking the red one?
The red?
Top one?
The
Yes,
first one?
yes, thank you.
And what is that going to be, sir? An investment?
Stock.
Okay. Okay. And now Tony has a decision to make.
Yeah, I have to invest though. I can't lay track.
Fair point. That's right. See, it's so easy to lose track
Yep.
of that.
Which I
For
did.
such a
Yeah.
simple
yeah.
game.
Yep. Yep.
Because now,
Ooh, I could take another red share.
load up on red.
yeah.
Or not.
Let's go ahead and we'll take that white share. If you mind, sir. Thank you very much. All right. Very semi-patriotic. Red, white, and flag.
Yep, just like what York said. Exactly.
Take the blue.
Which one, first or last?
The last.
Okay.
I will lay track,
Are you sure?
and it goes down.
All right.
3.
Well, that sucks.
You had to do it.
Well, now yellow is cut off, so yellow will not go positive anymore. It will only go negative
There's going
as
to be
the
some
game
good
goes.
investments though. Let's make sure we get one to the bottom row.
We'll see.
Well, it depends.
I'm curious to see how this
Yes,
plays out.
yeah, because
I really
because
am.
they have +6, so it's very likely they could still end positive.
Oh, 1 or 2 points could be the difference.
Clearly.
So you're investing in blue?
No.
Yes, you are.
Oh, yes, I am.
Yes.
But I don't. Wait. I want. That's how I want to do it.
There you
So
go. So you're
you're investing
investing in red.
So that would go on that one?
Yeah.
There,
where the red
there you go.
goes.
All right. So let's set these
Cool.
up.
I'll take my
Amanda, if you
actions
will
back.
cede the board. We are on 2. We are
Halfway
officially
done.
halfway done. Yep.
Halfway done.
Yeah, the not only focusing on what you want to invest
Right.
in or the order in which you want to lay track, but you also have to pay attention to what everybody else is doing because, oh wait, Tony's already
Yeah,
laid
It's the hardest
track.
part. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, dog. So
It's not hard. I think there's just a lot of cool things going on.
It
So it's
is.
like your mind has, you know.
a lot of things to focus on for such two choices, right? Just like Lahav, taking off.
Oh, the kids
usability.
first.
It is.
All right. Let's see. What makes the best sense here? Darn, no yellow came out.
I would invest heavily in yellow if I
Yeah.
were you, but well,
Yeah.
there's that.
The fact that there's no yellow there is interesting, though.
Because
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
the discs are going to be used.
Yeah.
Even in a 4-player game.
Yeah, or you actually pull a couple out.
Which really works for you because it means that if they're all out on the same, we're going to have to take some. Probably.
You're going to have to either
Yeah.
waste
like,
your track lane
right.
by putting yellow out here or investing in it.
I'm going to invest, and I'm going to take that first white disc. I'm gonna run deep in white here.
Yeah, you are.
White's got minimal red in front of it.
Well, unless it...
Who's gonna do that?
Well, Black, you're up, sir.
Oh, the pain.
Besides, I think I want to preserve my track laying for the end. Well, my end is in the middle.
Lucas says finding the board a little hard to parse. Not at all. All you have to look at are the circles and whether they're white or red and how many there are. That's everything else is flavor.
When it's 18 inches away, it's cake.
Yeah, it really is crystal clear.
Yeah.
It really is.
White at the end.
As what action? Track laying or investment?
It is going to be a track lane.
Okay. So white goes up 3. Wow.
Oh,
Bump him up.
that's great.
So now Tony just
Oh,
made
yeah.
6 points if white gets down here.
yeah.
Which ain't happening this turn. Green.
And that was your track lane?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Okay.
Yeah, Christopher says for anyone who hasn't read the rules, at 4 players, there are a total of 10 discs per color. In a 3-player game, it's 7. In a 5-player, it's 11.
Enough to fill up the track.
Yeah. It's always one more than the number of players. And all of them are used. The bag is seated at the beginning. Let me get the numbers exactly right. So at the beginning, the number of discs that are in the actual bag here are 7, 9, and 11 for each company.
I'm sorry.
Red goes up 2.
Red goes up too?
I support
Swing.
this, although might not be worth anything.
It's a family pot.
Oh, orange.
Indeed. Ugh.
You
Another
only
gray disc goes down there. That's really gonna suck.
That would be brutal. Very austere economy we have.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and
every game is played out differently that we've played of this so far.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Amanda,
a color
I
blocked off.
Yeah.
I apologize, madam.
And by apologize, I mean not at all.
No, I like her a lot. Let's put that gray disc on this negative spot, if you don't mind, sir. So all gray discs.
Oh no, I'm not doing
We'll
it.
go
You
down
do
one.
your own dirty work,
That's
sir.
true. You are sitting closer
Right,
to
yeah,
her. She can't kick me.
All right. Oh, I get to play.
I wish it would have hurt more, but
Uh-huh.
I couldn't see it get down there.
So I am currently at 2 on my red, which everyone is currently at 2.
Family pot.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, I'll go ahead and invest in red. Yep, over here. There we go.
I guess I'm done for the turn. I'll sit back and watch the magic. Drink my coffee.
It's amazing how agonizing it is when you only have 2 decisions
choices.
to make, and sometimes one. Like you've got one left. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, what do I do?
Well,
Alright,
Tim
whoa.
says 5 players will fill that board. Yeah,
Yeah.
my first play of this was a 5-player game, and
Did you go?
Yes.
oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
there's railroad galore out there.
Yes.
Yeah,
A lot of track.
it's cool.
Yes, correct, Jose. Yellow has been cut off due to the predatory track lane of blue, predominantly, and
Yeah.
white did some of that as well. So now, anytime yellow builds track out here, it goes out here on the edge, which is -1 for every yellow.
And if you're forced to take a yellow disc with your
It's
investment,
only going to be negative.
only going down. So
Because
luckily
it
the game's
cannot.
not, it's not at the beginning.
So I
it
haven't-
won't go down too far.
I have an interesting choice because even though I don't have the hammer, if I take the blue disc, it assures that the red turns into a counter.
Oh, I'm okay with that. And then red scores, and then I have 2 shares, whereas all
Right.
you yahoos only have 1. I'm
Right.
okay with that.
Although
Take
it's
the blue.
your decision, so if I take the red as a stock,
We're-
chances are you're going to make the red score.
We're all
Yeah.
investors.
I'm going
in
to take the red.
We're all
Which one?
investors
I'm going
in
to give
red.
you the. I will take the middle one. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks,
That
sir.
is a-
That is
that
a
is an
stock
investment.
action. Yep. And
So
now
now,
it's up to you.
Yeah, what do you do? Do you put, wow, 2 blue and 2 gray. That is evil.
He's heavily invested in red.
I am heavily invested.
I
in
jumped on the
red.
bandwagon, anticipating that he might
You take
lock
that
it
blue,
in.
nobody
So-
gets hurt.
If,
So
if
as
you
it
get
is-
cute, it's not going to score.
So the interesting thing, the only difference you and I have, Matt, is your 3 flesh versus my 6 yellow.
Yes.
So this is a psychology game too. It's a test.
Oh my god.
I just couldn't make the decision, so I punted and gave it to
Yes.
Edward.
Oh,
No, it's a real decision.
you think?
Oh,
I
I
think
100%
it's a
because
no-brainer.
right now.
I think it's a no-brainer. You have 2 red discs. You want the red to go south, right? You want the red to go into the
Not
taxation.
necessarily, because it doesn't hurt me if it doesn't make it.
Sure. It also doesn't help you.
Well, it does hurt you in that you're losing the investment potential of a second disc,
Right.
whereas they only have one.
So, blue now.
Yeah. That could be an interesting placement. You do have a white disc. I have 2.
No one's invested in blue yet.
There you go.
Red will drop. So red will score positively.
And we're in the penultimate
What's
round.
crazy is
It
there's
is.
only 3 that are going to count so far, and one of them nobody's invested in. The other one only Amanda has. It's crazy.
This is fantastic.
What do you guys think out there? You liking what you're seeing?
I think this is Mark. Mark did a. This is devious.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
so something I'm going to talk about. I'll wait till the end of the game to talk about it. But there's always something I fear with games that are this quote unquote simple.
Oh, no, a decision in the game.
Oh, there's more than just one. Oh my! Look at all that gray.
Wow.
Holy gray investment time.
Oh man.
Oh, Edward, you have first and second.
Yeah, because of the way things played out.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Oh, 2 yellow discs.
Yes. Well, I am. You know what?
But it does take our turn consuming them, right?
I'm
Like,
going.
oh, yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and invest in gray,
I'll
and
only
the
take
reason
it if
I
I can't
did
do
that is I have the hammer at the end of the game
yes, which is
now. So,
Yeah.
a bummer.
so there's that.
That's a fair move. You can have the double hammer.
I-
The two-handed sledge.
Right. So, I think the obvious thing, is exactly that. I think.
Huh.
I don't know if it's the right thing. Red's
goes
going
up
up
3.
3. 1,
One,
2,
two,
3,
three.
and this one goes up 3. There we go.
Gonna get it at Spiel.
Yep.
Now I need it.
Yeah. All right, orange. So my decisions are over for the turn.
All right. Sorry, I was reading.
In fact,
the-
I have 2 full turns, essentially. The rest of this one and the first 6
Yeah.
on the next turn.
feel free to get me more coffee.
Garçon. Garçon.
All right. No, you need to pay attention. Okay. So,
No, Texas CPA. That would be our former co-host.
I believe that I must make a gray investment. Edward's a smart guy, so let's follow his lead.
I
Looks pretty obvious. Well,
yeah,
maybe.
well, that
to my messed up brain, anyway. Green.
See, I know what I want to happen, but I can't really say it out loud yet.
Yeah,
but
too
what
bad.
I want to happen, I don't think any of you people will do. So we will see.
Especially if we know.
Right. Yeah. The price point, I want to say it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 35 to 45 at Gen Con, and they sold out of it real quick. So I can't really speak to the actual MSRP. Okay, Andrew says 35. There you go.
What about?
I'm so bummed he locked up
you
the
know if
last 2
Carmen's gonna get
spots
in?
for next turn.
Say again.
Do you know if Carmen's
So we
gonna
have
get
to
in
make
yet?
a
I don't know.
this
I
turn for
imagine
this to
that
count.
he's going to try.
don't touch it,
Game Surplus.
'cause I have the hammer.
imagine he will, because we're going to speak highly of it.
Yeah,
so
we
I
both do.
imagine it will.
He will definitely sell one to me if he
Right.
does.
Yeah. For sure.
This really sucks.
And I feel like $35 MSRP for this. That feels like an appropriate price point.
Up 1 for
Sure.
gray.
Oh,
It's not
such a
egregious.
bummer.
No, right. Gray up 1.
Gray. Yes.
So now what's happened is because I missed the gray train, which Tony just hopped on. He just got on the caboose,
I
and for me
extended
there's
a
no
hand.
caboose.
It's all you get is a mouthful of dust.
Yeah. So now, because I was gonna grab that, but it's. I mean, I guess I could kill it.
Yep. Thanks, Tim. Me too.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
that
10.
doesn't count.
So there's one gray one in the bag.
Yeah, I think if we were to redo our top 6 thinky fillers, this might make it in.
Yeah.
So interesting. Just a quick question. If you take as your stock certificate action the yellow.
Oh, you have both your actions. Put yours on.
Yes.
your
Oh,
board.
you're right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
But
say
if
again
you
now.
if you or Amanda take the stock certificate action and grabs the yellow,
Uh-huh.
that prevents it from counting as a -1, correct?
Yeah.
Sure.
Because only the track lane.
Only track lane on the edge will be -1.
They'll just have to stack up here and there.
Yeah.
Train station? Looks like a fancy train station. Looks more like a hotel.
It does. Well, no, it's a
There-
hotel next to the
There are
train
10
station.
discs of each color, right?
Hotel for trains.
Right, yeah.
There are 10 discs of each color.
There are 9 plus the starter one, so yes. 9 in the bag is what it started with, correct. And they're all used.
It's a tough
Yep.
call.
Casey, if you notice, I have the original steamrollers that he had up here, trying to promote that, and this The Flow of History by Mo Ideas up here as well.
Is it still Black's turn?
Yes, sorry.
I'm just messing.
It's
Hey,
two decisions. Okay.
Dave, your turn.
I'm good.
Hey,
Wow.
one thing I do ask is if you guys do order direct from Mo Ideas or whatever, even a online game store like Game Surplus, or our sponsors or whatever, mention that you saw it here. We'd appreciate it. Thanks, y'all.
Right on. Yeah, there's some
There's 1 disc left.
cool little
It might go
decisions
up.
to be made in this
It's
game.
It
terrible.
might go up. And orange,
Orange.
lay tracks.
Oh, let's lay some yellow track, please.
No, are you sure?
Yeah, 'cause I don't want the yellow going down there.
All right, so it goes to the edge because there's nowhere for it to go. All yellow drops 1 share value. Amanda.
Oh, sorry. I'm deep in thought.
So that was orange here.
Yes.
Okay. Green. Deep in thought. Yep. Steamroll here. I'll show you guys. It's one of the original roll and write, I think, is what it is. This is the original version that Mark did himself. 200 copies. I got 161 at Essen last year.
I'll take the gray.
Or year before. Yeah. All right.
Nicholas brought it by on a visit.
All right.
And we played it.
For my lay track option, I'm going to lay yellow track.
Are you sure? You
I-
said flesh?
I said yellow because now
Flesh.
flesh counts. Woo!
All right. So, yellow
Dude, I
goes
love
there.
your move
Yellow
there.
goes
Yes.
-1. I was really hoping. I knew it wouldn't last, but I was hoping.
So this is it.
Yep.
The last round.
There's going to be so much
ultimate
flesh
round.
on this round.
Dude, I need a white disc down there.
And I couldn't leave it up to Edward, who's got the double hammer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 8. So is there going to be 3 white discs on this track?
I'd almost rather see white
One.
than show up.
2. Swing.
Man, I wish I had a double hammer. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
He's going to have his choice between
two?
2 yellow.
So be it.
Oh, 3 yellow.
All right. So, orange.
Oh, there's one right there.
All right. Orange, you're up.
Reset your.
Oh, yeah. Reset.
Reset.
It's going to be flesh market. Yes. A yellow and flesh market. I mean, that's 6 of the 11. That's
So
more
are
than
we
half.
missing? So there are, because it
We
went down there.
took-
Yeah,
If,
10 discs, yeah.
Yep.
If Carmen's listening, bring in some tulip market.
Yeah, the tulip bubble.
Yeah, tulip
Yes.
bubble, yeah.
You're
Also
up, sir.
looked fantastic.
Yeah.
At Gen Con, yes.
All right, let's go ahead and
Take care,
Oh,
Andrew.
my
Thanks for
gosh.
stopping by.
Have fun.
Oh, that's brutal.
Matt doesn't have a yellow. It's a flesh color that Matt has on that, Marlon.
Mhm.
I didn't stack it so they could see.
There you go. Yeah, so you can see them back next to each other. There you go.
Wow, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a flesh. I'll take the last one so I can be first next turn.
Right, in the post game chat. Okay.
And,
Be the first one that gets to talk.
Right.
I'm going to make that an investment action.
All right. Green. Back to back green. Your final 2 actions.
They're going to
now.
get to count for yellow, which is terrible, even after we blocked it.
Yeah, but it's not counting as a 6 anymore.
Yeah, 4 is enough.
I hear you. It's still going to be a good stock, unless you're buying into it now. Flesh goes up a couple.
Yep. Here, allow me to not move.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That
No,
just
we're
works.
good. We're good.
Just time out.
Yep. And now,
Cool.
Yeesh.
I hear you, girl.
I know what I want to do. Will I get to do it, is the question.
You got 2 back-to-backs.
Yeah. slow in the turn order.
Wow, this is really tough. I'm looking at tiebreakers. So this is your investment in white?
Or her.
No.
Oh, no, she already did one.
It's khaki to me. Yeah.
Well, yeah, all right. But flesh.
That's right. That's
Okay, so both of yours are done, Amanda?
Yes.
All right, orange. Choose wisely, sir.
I'm going to. I have to lay track. So it's probably going to be yellow.
I approve of that.
Could be flesh, though. And indeed, I will lay track for that flesh, if you would. Thank you very much. And flesh, every flesh disc will go up 3, and I happen to have 2 of those.
That probably just won him the game. I'm pretty sure that just won you the game.
I would like to lay track.
Okay.
I would like to lay the blue track. And I
Uh-oh.
will go up 3. 1, 2, 3.
Blues only investor celebrates.
Yes.
Oh wait, it's my turn again.
And now you have to invest. Yellow would be great. Yeah, if you invest in that white.
So who
That's
has
dirty right there, dude. That is really dirty.
those
You take
two?
that white, it doesn't count. But then those guys.
Well, but
Edward's got to do.
he has to lay track.
and invest. in
And
it.
invest.
Right.
So
So
clearly,
you
you
have
will be
white.
invest first.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't see how I don't pick the white.
So yeah, like it. If you take
Except
this is interesting.
well, yeah, because it's yellow's
I'll
going to
shut
count no
up.
matter what.
Right.
Even if I took a yellow,
Greetings
it's going
from
to count.
Greece. Hello,
Not necessarily.
Greece. Greetings from Denver, Greece.
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
But
Why would? Yeah. Yeah. I'll invest in the white.
All right. Well, that's a non-decision now.
If you,
If I'd invested in the
yeah, I
yellow,
was just thinking like
I will
Yeah.
go
you
ahead.
might
And,
have to have done that. 'Cause
I will lay track first.
That's probably wise.
I don't want white.
So
yet.
all yellow discs will
Yeah.
go down 1.
Yep.
I wasn't gaining on you by allowing
And then-
white to count.
I will invest in yellow.
No harm, no foul.
Right. And then yellow drops. And that is the end of the game. So now we go into final scoring. So what colors are not down here? The white and 1, 2, 3, 4. No, white. White's the only one.
Yeah.
So if white is in your negatives, it would cost it would
would
score
score.
negative. But it's not. So white comes
There
off
are no
of
negative
everybody's
scores.
board.
Those come
Right.
off.
And everything else, all zeros can come
Right.
off, obviously, because those won't matter.
So I have 19.
Yeah, and I have a total of, I have 11, I have 12.
14.
19.
All right, so now, hold on, leave them where they are. In case of a tie, the player with the most valuable stock, higher relative value, wins. If there's still a tie, then compare the second valuable stock and so on and so forth.
So that comes
So
down
we
to
actually
literally-
tied on the second one.
Except for I have 2 of them.
No, he has flesh,
Yes.
and flesh is
Well-
going to be worth.
Right, but I'm saying we
Yes.
second tied on the 8.
Yep.
Now,
So-
does it say it's the...
Oh yeah, so we were both third tied on the second. Is it the
Yeah.
second most valued stock?
If there's still a tie, then compare the second valuable stock and so on.
So,
So
maybe-
you have,
I
okay,
have
so you're
2,
both
So
at
we both have
red.
a 5.
You're both, but then he has
Wait.
another 5,
right.
and that's why he wins.
Okay.
So, yep,
Wow.
Fryer wins.
That's better than turn
Interesting.
order.
Good
Yeah.
job. Yeah, yeah.
It's also better than a tree, because then we'd have to wait a while.
Right,
before we could-
seriously.
Yes.
All right.
Got it.
So
Word.
Whoever
that
can
is,
stop a locomotive wins.
that is mini rails. So, you because you're first here in turn order for the next turn, you get to go ahead and talk first. So thoughts on the game?
Yeah, sure. I definitely agree with what you're thinking about its place as a thinky filler. I kind of put it on the level of SNCF in terms of like complexity and stuff
Sure.
like that, but it's not really like SNCF, you
Right.
know?
Or Paris Connection for those
Yeah.
that are more familiar with that.
I think if, you know, what I said earlier, where the map, it's always the same size, or, you know, the same shape,
Right.
but it can be variable within
And
that
actually, here, why don't we show folks real quick? So we'll clear these off. These are all puzzle pieces for the edges. So all of these hexes come off, and they're all double-sided. So you can position
There's
it
just
however
tons
you
of-
want.
tons
Yeah,
of
there's-
different ones.
It's limitless
Yeah.
on how many. The only one that stays the same is there, but even that's different. But then how you position it, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. All right. Cool. So
I would
as you were
never
saying-
say this like replaces SNCF or anything
Sure,
like that.
right.
'Cause with very few exceptions, I really don't ascribe to such a thing. But like one thing that I think could be cool for the future of this game is having different maps of different shapes. Like, you know, some companies would be a little bit of a different starting potential maybe than others and stuff like that. So,
Like
Yeah,
maybe
I-
orange.
Instead of it being a hex,
Yeah.
you're saying having
Yeah.
it in L shape.
Yeah, yellow
Yeah,
comes
or
out
something,
and
right.
on a
right.
rectangle.
Peninsula or
Yeah.
something.
And that could even go into like some different Chrome for different maps and stuff,
Mhm.
much like Age of Steam and SNCF and
Right.
things like that. So I think the game is quite good and has a future.
Yeah, I think so. Matt?
Yeah, I think it's a blast. The complexity involved in 2 decisions.
Yes.
I don't know how he came up with it, but it's fantastic. I love it.
Gee, tell me
A lot of
about the
fun.
train game.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, and as everybody, was saying, it is comparable to SNCF, but the
Weight-wise, you're saying.
weight-wise,
right,
but
right.
if you are kind of torn on which one you want to play, but you're kind of tired, I would say this one because you don't have to put all the trains or all
the cubes
back
or whatever
out.
out, right.
You don't have to
Setting up
sort them all.
SNCF is a
Yeah,
pain in the
it's a
butt.
lot more involved than this, but I really like how many combinations there are and how just it's.
I think
Yeah, I
there's
like
a few
it.
more decisions in this time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think so. Not only
Yes.
that, but no.
Whether to do which one of these to do.
My last turn notwithstanding, because of the decisions that everybody made, it made mine a non-decision. I get that. But outside of my very last turn, I love the knife twisting that you have between, well, I know that you know that I know that you know that you're going to do this. So if I do this,
Yeah.
if I invest here, then maybe you won't do that. So
The problem
how
is,
many layers of thought do you want to?
most of the time when you're trying to stick the knife in, though, you're cutting yourself. Like,
Yeah.
there's not, every
Yeah.
time you're doing something that helps you, you're also conceivably helping,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
your competitors. Yeah,
or,
yeah.
or alliances that
That maybe you don't want.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah,
Dang it.
definitely
wanna be your
recommend it.
friend.
I think this is a lot of fun.
I was really glad to see a railroad cut off because it hadn't happened in my previous.
I haven't
games
seen
yet,
it,
So,
Yep.
yeah.
So it can be done.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys saw exactly what happened with it. So, all right. So let's see. Discs over triples, right? Let's see. The map could be just pips without the background.
Mini rails of the moon.
I'll be honest, Jose. Here, let me show you guys
It's
this real
not
quick.
as- yeah.
Yeah, I think you're making a mountain
You
out of
are,
a molehill.
That'd
So
be the
check it out.
winsome version.
Yeah. So if you zoom in on this, it's crystal clear.
very clear.
I mean, obviously we tore up the map to show
Yeah.
the example, but I mean,
It's not hard to
crystal
read.
clear.
I mean, the
So,
camera was a ways away. That's
Yeah.
it's going to make it look more difficult than it is.
Right.
It's
so
not hard to read.
So
at
as you
all.
can see, it's gonna be-
attractive,
Yeah,
too.
it's totally fine, and it's just different terrain is harder.
The pip's the color of the pip kind of goes with the terrain. The mountains are red, you know.
Right, and the water is red. It's hard to go.
It's
I
thematic.
just
right.
realized that.
Yeah.
Attention
It's
detail,
difficult
right?
terrain.
Going through the cities
Dirt.
with 3, you know.
Yeah.
Rob asked a question about setup.
And yeah, Rob, the map is randomly set at start. I could make a case for,
Sure.
you know what, before anything's drawn, you could draft tiles to where how
Yeah.
you want to place it, to where maybe beige is harder to get going because
Tank
it's
a
all
railroad.
red.
Yeah, I guess
Sure,
that makes some
you
good
could
sense.
do that. There's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, totally randomized, and yeah. So that's it. There's no need to belabor it. We all really enjoyed it. Super excited, and this ain't going anywhere. So
No, it's
thanks
not.
again to Mo Ideas for supplying the game. And if you listen to the episode on Thursday, we're going to talk a little bit more about this as well as some other recent games that we've been playing. So check that out. HeavyCardboard.com. Last but not least, big thanks to everybody watching as well as our 352 patrons. Really appreciate it. Stuff like this ain't happening, especially during the day, because, well, we would be at work otherwise. So if you want to support the show, we really would appreciate it. Patreon.com/HeavyCardboard. That's all I got. Y'all got anything?
Nope.
Cool. We'll catch y'all later. Bye, guys.
Bye.